You feel productive because you're researching and planning and learning. But at some point, you have to become the person that you want to become. And you want to become the person that actually does the thing that you researched. And I think that's when I started to understand the difference between wanting to have control and controlling what happens to you next and having a say in what you do next. Because I really don't like the idea that we are in control of absolutely everything that happens in life. We are not. Sometimes life just happens. For example, people get sick. You don't have control over that. You lose people. It just happens. Money can become a problem. Your health can change. Things that happen that you didn't choose and cannot positive think your way out of it. I know that personally, but I also realized that if I only focus on everything I couldn't control, I was basically handing over the things I could control too. And those things might be small at first. For example, what am I going to do today? What am I going to try? What am I going to learn? Am I going to keep going after something even if I don't know if it will work out? Those decisions are still mine and yours. Those decisions are still there to make. You can change it every day. If one day you think, nah, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. The other day you can still change it. There's always a new starting point. And I think I underestimated how much those little decisions become your life. They literally shape your life. All those little decisions and big ones, they shape you into who you are and into what you get in life. Okay? So that is why so many people say be careful, like choose wisely. Even if it's risky, take some risks. Otherwise you're gonna stay stuck because if you're comfortable all the time, you're gonna stay in that safe space. Sometimes you gotta get out of it. Believe in yourself that sometimes a decision could help you, make you get more opportunities or anything. And here's the slightly annoying part of this realization. People, as I said, cannot do that for you. They cannot do it for you. Someone can give me advice and give a whole speech, and then they go home and I go home. I have to do something with it. I can watch 10,000 motivational videos. I can read tons of books. I can ask people for advice. I can spend an honestly concerning amount of time researching what is best for me, or how to make money, or how to build my dream life, or how can I do this? How can I do that? Trust me, I did and I do. But eventually I have to close the thousands of tabs that are open and do something. Nobody can post a video for me. Nobody can build my career for me. Even the simplest things, nobody's going to walk for me. No one is going to the bathroom for me. Well, no one's going to feed me. Like, I have to do it myself. You have to do it yourself, okay? And this is the thing. This is literally the thing. Sometimes I think consuming advice can really make you feel like you did something while you didn't do anything. And that's actually quite scary because I have watched so many videos. I have done so much research. I have read so many things. And some days I felt like I did something, but I didn't do anything. And it's good that I feed myself good information and stuff. But sometimes you gotta know your limit and stop and do something with the things that you consume. You feel productive because you're researching and planning and learning. But at some point, you have to become the person that you want to become. And you want to become the person that actually does the thing that you researched. So, what do I actually want? What do I actually want? Once I really started thinking about that, another question came up. If I actually have some say in where my life goes from here at this point, where do I want it to go? And you really have to sit and really think, ask yourself questions, write it down to figure out what your goals are. Because you can look at a person who has achieved all of it in life, but I can almost guarantee you, they sat down with their goals and they knew exactly what they wanted in life. So that made it easier for them to build towards that and grow towards that person. And honestly, I want a lot. And I think all of us do. And sometimes I think there's this really weird pressure to make your dreams sound reasonable. And obviously, I want to be happy. But also, I want to be successful. I want money. I want opportunities. I want beautiful experiences. I want to see what I'm capable of. And I don't think those are things that make me ungrateful for the things that I already have in life. I think I just want to experience my life to the fullest. And by society, we get put in this box that automatically puts a limit to how big you can dream. I'm here to grow, to face challenges. I'm here to have patience through those hardships and to grow into a person that can stay positive and patient during hardships. And I think that's very beautiful, actually. And I'm very proud of myself. I think you should be proud of yourself too. Why not me? Why not me? This thought was haunting me for so long. I have no idea what is going to happen. No one does. Other people have built lives that once existed in their heads, only in their heads. They started somewhere too. So, why would I automatically decide that I am the exception and that it won't happen to me? Why am I thinking to myself that I am an exception, the one who shouldn't try? Maybe I try and something doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. I would rather find out what happens when I do and take action on something and go after the things I want than spend years and years. Let me tell you, life every year feels like it goes faster and faster. I don't know, I hear a lot of people feel that way. I'm not going to just wait and not know what the outcome would have been if I started or if I would have taken action. And I am very much at the beginning, okay? And I want to make something very clear. I am certainly not telling you this from the other side. I haven't built the life that I'm currently talking about. I haven't built it at all. I'm literally sitting here on my mattress on the floor in my room with a closet that I still haven't got time to build it. I still haven't got my couch. I literally only have the things that I really need to be able to live. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine. I'm so grateful for that because I know there are tons of people who would want this, what I have right now. And I thank God every day, literally every day, for making me this strong to actually be evidence of the beginning. I think that's one of the most fun things about doing this. There's to know how much you have grown and to be proud of the steps that you have taken. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have life figured out. Life is not to be figured out. That's my perspective on it. There's a lot of videos that say, like, figuring life out in my 20s, figure out my life together with me. Like, you cannot figure out your life. That's what I think. I think life continuously is to be figured out, because if you say I'm figuring out my life, it feels like you have a destination. But when you're at that destination, that's not the end. After you reach that destination and you think you figured out life, there's always going to be something else you're going to have to figure out. I think it's an endless journey, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm not going to be waiting anymore because some difficult experiences have taught me that life can change without asking you first. I think we all know that. And strangely, that doesn't make me want less from life. It gives me this fuel. It's a very interesting way. I don't know if you feel the same. I would be very interested to know if you have the same outlook on it. But all of the things that happen in life, especially the difficult things, they give me this fuel. Like, not anger, but kind of anger. But this anger turns into motivation and makes me start doing things. Because the sentence that goes in my head every day is, if they can do it, why can I not do it? How come I'm so different that I cannot do it? Doesn't make any sense, right? You're literally talking yourself down. You're restricting yourself from dreaming big. As a child, you always were able to dream big, right? Why can't we do it now? We can. We certainly can. It makes me want to have more from life because there are versions of me I haven't met yet and I want to meet them. places I haven't been that I really want to visit, people I haven't met, things I haven't created, experience I haven't had yet. So much to life that I still want to do. It's not worth just sitting here and bed rotting or whatever. No. And one thing that I definitely have to work on, I'm a perfectionist, and one thing I really have to work on is knowing that I don't need to know every detail of every single thing. Why should I have control over every single detail? I don't have to. I don't need to exactly know what is going to happen, but I do want to give myself the chance to find out what can happen next. And I hope you will give yourself that chance too. Because I couldn't control a lot of what brought me here, but I do get a say in where I go from here. And I think I'm finally ready to use it. I remember very clearly last year or something, I kept asking myself, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What if this happens? What if that happens? And yeah, it happened. My worst fear literally happened. And it's so important to just have moments where you sit down and reflect on yourself, write down anything you have on your mind, and just stand still and pause for a bit. Think about what you have been through and gone through, and look at where you are now. You haven't given up yet, and you're certainly not going to give up. You are not going to do that. And I tell myself every day, you're not going to give up. I have to accept that even though I'm now at this turning point, I still have to remember every day this is not going to change overnight. You feel this way right now. You feel curious about what's going to happen next, but still, you have to know that you're going to fight a battle with your mind every day. It's going to be endless. And you have to really fight it every day. But I know I'm going to get through it. And I'm not going to beat myself up. Actually, I didn't expect this video to be so calm and just simple like this. But that's fine. I am happy with what I said, and I'm happy to share this with you all. And I'm happy that I started. And that's what matters. I started. I don't even know how to end this video. I was just talking and talking. I don't know how to end this video, but I hope you stick around um, and grow with me in life. I hope to see you soon again. And then this is bye for now.